Hi, I'm Camille Walala. I'm an artist and designer and founder of Walala Studio.
I'm Julia Joma and I'm the creative producer at Walala Studio.
So I think the first space, I think we're really proud of it at the moment, just because that's the first time we moved to a studio where we actually got the room to have a bit of like inspiring piece of design or painting. So I think we just wanted to make sure like it's like a nice harmony of colors in the studio, which is really important because I think that represents our work. Yeah, and just some little area which is more like a lounge, I guess, where we can just take time to read books and just like feeling comfortable.
Camille works with a lot of paper and paints, and it can be quite messy sometimes, and I think we just wanted to be able to split the space so we can make as much mess as we like, and then someone else can work on the other side and just have a clear focused mind. And like, I'm a really visual person, so like for me, having like visual lists and like colours and like things where I can like place things around really helps the way I organise stuff. And I think it just translates really well for you as well. We both got this kind of visual map that we can just follow.
I think it's nice to have like a separate room where actually you can just really let
wild.
yourself go. And just to be able to move in and out of the really nice clean room and then go back to your messy more hectic room. I think it's really nice to kind of push your creativity. Really grateful to have like moved from like 4 years ago to share almost like a table in the studio space.
And we were like always like smashing elbows and like everything was falling around all over the place. It was quite quite intense.
It was quite intense.
I love plants and I like cuttings and putting things in water and see how they kind of grow and, form. It makes me feel calm to have a lot of greenery around, and it really kind of softens the space and looks nice against colourful walls and things like that.
Like years ago, I remember I always see this Carlton bookshelf, which I absolutely love, designed by Ettore Sotsas. It's so nice to have that in the studio, and I don't know, I just like to think like, it took me 10 years to kind of get, the career going, and just to be able to buy something you just really wanted for so long is pretty amazing. And like one of the main sources of my inspiration is from Memphis. So yeah, it feels really special to have one of their pieces in the studio.
Mood boarding is a really important part of our practice in the studio. That's really crucial. So having the magnetic wall there was a really important part of one of the features that we wanted to have. We go travelling, for example, and I don't have the use of it. And that's when everything goes out the window a little bit. It's almost like I've lost my phone. I just want to grab a pen and just start drawing on the wall of the hotel, just so I can get all my information there.
One of the processes as well, which I love, and like doing big mood boards, especially like this scale, is amazing because it's like really spreading all of your ideas on the wall, and just like they all kind of connect. It's really nice to be able to visualize something in front of you every day. Sometimes it's quite nice to have images and you don't actually realize like they actually really affect your creativity afterwards. And just to have a bit of like organization on the wall, and just like to be able to move things around. Again, it's quite playful, and I think that's why it really worked for me to use a visual magnetic walls.
Initially, I was assisting you with painting work, and now we've kind of got into this groove where we both can offer quite important things to the projects, which is nice.
By having two strong skills, I think we just like you push the work to something better. So I think it's really great to collaborate like this. The evolution of my work and now our works really evolved. I think I started by doing like small mural painting, been like really pushing to like different scale, like doing big installation like in 3D, doing some like interior design for a hotel, just pushing the work to like now more architectural project and like 3-dimensional public art. We were approached by Grosvenor. The idea was to bring a lot of people in their street, and originally they were, we would like you to do a wall. So actually what will be really interesting to do is to do something more interactive. The idea was to do like 10 or 11 individual bench, like one all different from each other. The Walala Lounge is like part of London Design Festival. It's actually going to be there for 2 years, which is something really exciting. The way it's been produced is amazingly done, and is working with metal and wood, which we've never really done that like this so far. So the idea of doing public benches, which is a bit like something where we kind of incorporate an element of playfulness. Julia was actually suggesting, don't think too much, which is always good. Don't think too much and do like more like a collage of ideas and just do that for 3 days. I'm not too much in front of the computer. I just really prefer to be on paper or in front of the walls. So I was working with our creative architect to bring all of this flat pattern in 3D extracting, pushing, extending the shapes, bringing colors and pattern in the shapes. And the idea was to do something playful. So I'm quite excited to see how people are gonna react. And I think the idea was to bring people in the street. We want people to like sit down and just take their time to be, you know, like just like breathe and just like actually be in the moment. Hopefully that's gonna be received in a very nice way.